YouTube, and welcome to our first round table discussion. We have the beautiful glowing kimono here joining us.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to meet you guys.
So we are going to just have like a nice little discussion on self-love and self-worth and how to uplift each other as women and not to fight against and compare. So Kimona, any questions you would like to ask me so then we can exchange our views on what self-love is to each of us, and then you can also chime in with comments at the bottom.
Yes, of course. A question I think many of us want to know the answer to. What is loving thyself? It's a question that I don't think many of us know the answer to. What is loving thyself, Trish?
Loving thyself is to be comfortable in your skin. When you look in the mirror, you are actually love what's looking back at you. You don't have to create a mask. You don't have to change your appearance to fit into a certain society or a certain look or a certain trend. You should be unique within yourself. You should just own yourself. Like, you just love the skin you're in. Like, even now talking about it, I'm getting goosebumps. Love the skin you're in. Like,
Love the skin
everything.
you're in.
Growing up, I struggled with, I wasn't born perfect. No one is. No one is perfect. And you have certain things that people bring to your attention, because more time you don't even see that there's anything wrong with you until people start picking at certain things. In high school, people used to tease me that I'm a string bean and I had a big forehead. And words can cut and words do hurt.
Damage. It can do damage as well.
Serious damage.
Yeah, you're right about that.
It seriously can do some serious damage. And then you try to cover up these things by wearing a bang or not wearing skirts because you think I'm not me, or your toe too long. Like, you just nitpick on everything about yourself. But then when you come into yourself and you say, you know what? I love the way that I was created, and I'm unique, and I don't look like A and I don't look like B. I look like me, and I'm gonna own it. Now, what is?
Okay.
Share with us a little bit about you.
Oh, a little bit about me. Okay. She just put me on the spot, but I'm going to give you something about me. With me, well, this is a new journey that I am trotting right now, and it's quite a different experience, which I can say I am enjoying it. And I'm going to first start with being true to myself. And I think that I was, for many years, I was not true to myself. So with me not being true to myself, I didn't love myself. I didn't know what loving thyself is. So as I start loving thyself, I see that there was a glow about me. There was a beauty about me, and I started to know my self-worth. And a lot of time people don't know their self-worth, and that's the sad part. So once you know your self-worth, it comes with much more, and you understand the creation of you.
Yes.
You know? So I started to understand the creation of me. And I took the time out to understand what kimono is about.
Re-entering into your body. Because for a minute there, we're in amnesia. We stepped out of the body.
What is it called? Like an outer body experience.
Oh, yeah.
So I had that for many years, and I was asleep for many years. So loving kimono and getting and being able to be in tune with me, the true self, it was beautiful. I was comfortable in my skin. No one else's. And that's an experience that a lot of us find it very hard to come to terms with. So it's much more to that, but I guess later on we'll go into detail. Because I will probably sit here all day explaining this to you.
I think a lot of us, we wear masks, different masks, along the years. So to me, a lot of people, they don't even know who they are because they've been wearing this mask. They've been trying to fit in, and you're covering up so much that you don't know who you are. You lost touch of who you are, who the true you is. And that, to me, you'll be miserable and unhappy inside.
Do you see how my eyes just open up wide? Because I won't say unhappy, but I had a lot of confusion. And I was going back and forth a lot and didn't understand why. Because I didn't really know thyself.
Yes.
Nor did I love thyself. And I wasn't being true to thyself. Wow, that's a lot.
It is, and it's very
that's
powerful.
A lot, yeah.
And a lot of us, we look for love outside from the opposite sex. We look for them to compliment us and for them to give us love. And you need to understand that no one can love you more than if you love yourself. And no one can give you love if you love yourself. And you won't be dependent upon someone to compliment you and say you look good or you look beautiful, because you already know it. It's good to get compliment. Don't get me wrong. And you're gonna say thank you.
It is a plus.
But don't be dependent on it. That's
Which
where
is
the
a
problem
big
is.
difference.
Yeah.
It is a big difference, and you're absolutely right about that. And I can be a fault of that for many years, even though I somewhat enjoyed myself, but I still was dependent on other people or mankind to fulfill my gaps.
Yes.
And that wasn't a good thing at all. Okay, go ahead.
So how did this spiritual journey start of you? Like, what is the waking point that you said, you know what, this isn't working for me. I need to shake it up a little bit. Something is not right. What sparked that fire?
Honestly speaking, I was introduced to this life. And I won't say introduced. Let me see how we can word this. Someone helped me activate myself, my true self. And I was able to continue on and go about my merry way that brings me peace. So this was something that was always inside of me, or embedded inside of me. But someone just helped me open the doors to set me free, I would say.
Okay.
So that's what started my spiritual journey path.
That is good, and this is where when people enter into our life to teach us stuff. Like, nothing in life that happens to you is a buckle or a mistake. No, if it happened, it's supposed to, and it's your journey, and you better open your eye and learn from it and understand what's going on. Like, people are introduced into our life for different things.
Yes.
And someone asked me, like, how did I begin to love myself, and how this and how that? And I'm like, I stop and I start breathing. I start pampering myself. I give myself facials. I exfoliate. I spend time with myself. I just learn how to be comfortable with me, because you have people, they always have to be around a whole bunch of people. They always have to be with someone. If they're out of one relationship, they have to jump in another relationship. They don't spend time to just sit back and enjoy being by themselves. A lot of people do not like being by themselves. Why do you think that's so?
They're afraid of the loneliness. And you have to also keep in mind that at times when people are lonely, it allows them to fight battles within themselves.
But those are battles, I think, that needs to happen. No?
Yeah, you're right about that. But they don't understand
And
that.
yeah.
So once you don't understand something like that and you're actually finding this battle within yourself, it becomes uncomfortable to you, or you feel like you're out of your norm, or you feel like maybe you're going crazy type of thing. But like you said, you're gonna face certain things in life that's gonna bring an awareness or an understanding to you. And at times you have to go through these pain and these separation and these battles just to kind of get a better understanding of what is going on.
It strengthens you. It
And
makes you tougher.
Oh yes. How did I forget that? That's exactly what it did to me. Like, it definitely strengthened me.
Yeah, it hardened you up a little bit.
It did, and I'm very thankful for it.
It's a beautiful thing to be grounded. To be grounded and not be able to be pushed around or to be moved. And life is compromise. If you're going to deal with people, period, on friendship, relationship, work environment, you have to compromise. You can't be stuck in your ways.
Definitely.
But you do not give too much where you lose focus or you're losing pieces of yourself. You compromise to the fact where you're still intact to who you are.
So why do you think some people always give away too much?
Because they're trying to overcompensate. They're trying to I want you to like me. I want you to be my friend. So I become the yes, and I give because then I want that from you. But when you reach to a stage where you have no want, it's a beautiful thing. No want for material stuff. No want for external stuff, because everything, you're satisfied with who you are. You're satisfied within. So you don't have that want and that need for someone's affection and for someone's attention. So that's where that lies to be, when you reach to a place of not wanting.
Wow. Many people find that being very difficult to get there.
You know? It is. It takes time.
It definitely takes time, especially when your mind is conditioned a certain way.
For so many years.
For so many years.
Yeah.
So it's hard to uncondition that.
And even when you start your spiritual journey, you're going to find that there's a point where you're going back and forth, back to the old you, and then you catch yourself, and then you come back, and then you go back and forth, and it's going to be this back and forth for a while. And enjoy that experience, because it's learning and it's growth.
I'll try my very best. and I'm not gonna lie to you. I at times go back and forth. I don't understand it at times. Until when I was reading up something online, I also spoke to you, and it did state there's times you're not going to be able to get rid of what you're experiencing.
Yes.
And there's times you cannot run from it.
No.
So, okay, with that being said, enjoy the process of it.
Yes.
Like you said, you will learn from it. It also gives you your growth and your strength.
Exactly.
And I am gaining them.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
It is. And whatever struggle you face in life, I always say, do not run from it. Do not hide.
Yes.
Stand up in the storm. You need to stand in the middle of the storm and let that whirlwind go around you and feel the pain and feel the hurt. Because at the end of the day, what is it going to do? Strengthen you.
I have to share this short, brief story. When I was experiencing my pain, and it was quite a pain for me, but the only thing I found myself doing was actually just standing there in the middle of the storm. Like I could not move. Like something was forcing me to just stand still, and the storm was just circling around me.
Yes.
Circling around me, and I'm able to just view everything and get like a better understanding of what was going on. And even though it brought me my pain, it also gave me something else alongside with it, which was a strength. And I was very grateful for that. So at times, like you said, sometimes the universe has to stop you.
Yes. Oh, yes. If you don't want to move, the universe will make you move.
Yes. So it made me move, but then it also kept me at a standstill.
Yeah.
So I can be able to view and have a vision of what was going on, whether in my life or around me or in my environment. And I should talk in the camera.
That's okay.
Wow. Wow. I have to sit back and just breathe.
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 Breathe through it.
At times I forget to breathe.
Yeah.
You know, take a complete deep breath. Just take a moment and just breathe.
Yeah. That's it. Just breathe through it. There's a great saying that this too shall pass. You're always going to be faced with obstacles. You're always going to be faced with something. All you have to do is breathe through it. That's it.
And I shall do so.
And it's also very important to be mindful of your thoughts. They are very powerful. Very.
You know what I say to myself sometimes? When I have these irrelevant thoughts just passing through my mind, I just say, dismiss.
Yep.
Or, it's relevant.
Uh-huh.
And then there's times when I say that it repeats itself often, I just sit there and just allow it to run its course. You know what? Let me just let it just pass on through. Accept it for what it is. And it shall pass.
It shall pass. You just have
I
to
don't
be
even
aware.
fight it. Yeah.
Yep.
There's times I don't even fight it anymore. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It does not.
So is there anything else that you want to touch on at the moment, or?
At the moment.
Yeah. In this video, in our first roundtable talk discussion here on Earthly Reality.
Well, we started our topic off with loving thyself, which was such a beautiful topic, which a lot of us should touch on every now and then. Another topic I would love to touch on is the relationship that we have amongst each other as women.
Yes.
Because we don't realize how powerful we are as women and as beings, and the nurture and love that we have within us. And we need to be able to share it amongst one another. But first, it starts with loving thyself.
Yes.
So that's why we had to hit that topic
First.
first.
Get it out of the way.
So that is now to the side.
Uh-huh.
And we want to, I don't know if you want to do it in this session or maybe another session, where we talk about the relationship and the bond that needs to be created amongst us as women.
Yes.
Where do you want to begin? Do you want to start this session now?
Do
you want to get a little taste now?
Just a little glimpse,
taste. Okay.
and then we'll do a part 2.
Okay.
It might be a few months because Kiwona, she doesn't live here, so just bear with us. But I find this a lot with women. We fight against each other. We compare ourselves to each other. And I don't understand or see the need. Why?
So you don't understand and see the need why, but do you have an understanding why it is happening today?
I do, because if you're not secure within you, that's your insecurity shining through. When you're actually saying something bad about another female, that's your insecurity. It has nothing to do with her. And this is how I cope with people, because yes, I get hated on. I'm sure everyone does. But whatever you say or think about me doesn't matter, because that's your problem. It sounds like a personal problem. It sounds like you need to do some work on you. And it has nothing to do with me, because I'm secure within myself.
Okay.
So there's nothing you can tell me about me that I don't already know about me.
So you have to know thyself.
You definitely have to.
So you have to love thyself, be real with thyself, and know thyself.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So once we can start with those basic foundation, hopefully we can have a better relationship with one another as women. Okay. Do you have any other suggestion that we can give our audience?
before you can give anyone else love, or before you can share anything with anyone else, please remember and please keep in mind that it starts within. If you don't love you, you can't give me love. You're lacking.
That's a great point.
You're lacking.
That is a great point.
Yes.
Simple. And a lot of people will never think of that.
Yep.
But it starts with that.
Yes.
How are you going to give love if you don't even love yourself? How are you teaching me love if you don't love yourself?
And that's where a lot of people, they go into depression and anxiety and all of these stuff, because you're struggling with an internal battle with yourself. You're fighting yourself. And this is where depression sets in. And I always tell people, if you have an idle mind, find what? Some hobbies to do. Find something to occupy your time. Find something to occupy your mind. Because then you will sit and you think and you start building these stories in your head. And soon and very soon you can't differentiate what is reality and what is fiction.
Okay. That was quite an impression. A good answer right there.
Anything you want to add to this? So we're going to wrap it up now because we're actually losing the light.
Yes. So we're going to wrap it up now. Right?
Much love and thanks for watching. And thank you, Kimona, for being my first guest on this roundtable talk. And hopefully we will have many more discussions.
Yes. It was a pleasure. I just want to say peace, love, and unity. Blessing to everyone.
And remember that we're all unique within ourselves. And I don't need to look like Kimona, and Kimona don't need to look like me. Love, thank you for watching. Bye.